Hey guys, it's Naomi with Naomi's Tarot. I am doing this live session today because I want you guys to pick a message 1, 2, or 3. So pick a message 1, 2, or 3. What do you need to hear right now? I want you to concentrate on message 1, 2, or 3. What do you need to hear right now? Okay, so thank you for that like, whoever did that, and thanks for joining. It's a little noisy where I am because I'm too early where I was supposed to go. So I thought to kill some time, I would do pick a message reading. So I want you to concentrate 1, 2, or 3. And hi, Anya. Thanks. Hi. 5 people showed up already. Hi, guys. So anyway, if you chose message number 1, your answer is no. No. Whatever you were thinking of, it's no for now. And it doesn't mean no forever. It just means take a pause. You're at a crossroads right now. You need to reflect before you make a move. And whether that's a literal move or it is a move, to a different type of time period in your life. If it's a move like to change jobs, or it's a move geographically, literally, or it's a move to have kids, or whatever change you're thinking of, the answer right now, for now, is no. It doesn't mean forever, though. It just means for now. Message number 2, your message is the other side. Now, what does that mean? So the other side means try to look at something from somebody else's perspective if you're dealing with a difficult person. Try to look at things maybe from a different angle that you did before. It doesn't always have to be about another person. Try to see how somebody else would view a situation you're dealing with, maybe how you can tackle it better. Message number 2 talks about putting things into perspective and seeing them from the other side. It's breaking the chain that's binding you to things, breaking the bonds you have to an original idea, and thinking of it in a different way. Like, maybe I should approach it this way. Maybe I wasn't looking at it from this angle before, and maybe this could help me, you know? Message number 3, if you chose message number 3, message number 3 is get on it, go forward, keep moving. Message number 3, get on it. When I say get on it, I mean like you better do it while you've got the idea. You better jump on something while you have that thought passing through your mind. A lot of times, when you wake up in the morning, you'll have ideas and they'll come through your mind and they feel really fresh. But then if you don't write them down, or maybe like record them on your phone right away, they'll pass right through your mind and you'll forget them. And then you'll be like, what was I even thinking of when I woke up? And a lot of ideas we have in the morning, especially when we wake up, can be used for different aspects of our life, whether you're in a creative field or you're doing something more practical. Having like an idea, like for inspiration for something, it doesn't have to be like creating art or writing that you have to have inspiration on. It could be inspiration on how to proceed with a certain part of your life, or an intuition about somebody you've been dealing with. Get on it, jump on it means write that down, record that thought right when you wake up, or whenever it is that you're having those moments of inspiration, jump on them, because you may lose them and you may forget them. Okay? So message number 3 is always jump on those moments of synchronicities and start journaling your thoughts. Maybe carry around a little notebook or have it near your bed. So those are your messages. Number 1 was no, meaning not right now. Take a breather, take a break, reflect on it. Don't proceed, don't act right now. It's not the time. Number 2 was the other side, the other perspective. Try to look at it from a different angle that you weren't looking at it before. That's number 2. And number 3 is jump on it, get on it, use inspiration when it comes, capture it when it comes, because you may not get it back. So those are our messages today. They're just quick things that I was thinking of to share with you guys. And I appreciate all of your reading requests I've been getting. It really, really, inspires me to continue doing this channel, because I didn't do a video yesterday because I was backed up on readings. And I've got some tomorrow and the rest of this week. So if you would like your reading, the 20% off sale ends January 1st. And then we're going to have a special New Year's sale that I'm going to announce on New Year's. So, yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. And I appreciate you staying on this journey with me too. You know, this channel has morphed into more of a pick a number, pick a message reading, spiritual readings channel, because I'm not all about that royal reading stuff anymore. I mean, it gets the views. If I wanted to upload royal readings for the rest of my time on YouTube, I could keep doing that. But the thing is, you guys, and I wanted to share this with you, the thing is that I'm not doing it just for views. If I just wanted to do it for that reason, I would. And I could have kept going in that track. I lost a lot of views doing it from the perspective that I really want to do it from, and not being fake and not talking only about, you know, the royal family all the time. And just because it generates views and making up shit about Meghan, you know, I never did that in the first place because I don't believe in being mean-spirited. But I used to do royal topics like that were more new. I appreciate you guys, you know. Stick with me and we'll have more bigger and better things to come. You know, eventually I'll get a better camera too, so I'm not always using the, you know, the laptop one. I'm on my phone right now, so the quality's not so good, but you know, eventually things will pick up even more on the channel. But thus far, I appreciate the support. I really do. Because busyness, both on my public videos and on my private paid videos, busyness shows me that I've been busy lately, shows me that I'm getting support for the new direction that this channel has gone into, and I appreciate that. Anyways, does anybody have any questions about anything that I could talk to you about, or anything like that? I'm only going to stay on here for like probably like 5 more minutes. I just wanted to do a quick check-in because I wasn't on here yesterday. So, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. Anya Panton, my love life. Well, I would say everybody's love life going into 2020, based on astrology, based on the stars, what's going on, everybody's love life is going to either fall by the wayside due to work commitments, or it's going to become more stable. So the reason I say that is because we're going into a 4-year. So the number of the year we're going into, that was funny, guys. I have to share this with you. So I'm sitting near a road, probably not the best place to sit. I should probably move further back from the road so I'm not disturbing you guys with all this background noise, and I'm sorry about that. But these stupid people driving by think I'm taking selfies on the bench I'm on. and so some idiot yelled out the window, "It looks good, the picture." It's like, I'm not taking a picture, dude. But anyways, but it looks like I'm taking a picture, but why would I be talking to the picture? But anyway, our love lives in 2020, 2 + 0 + 2 + 0 is 4. 4 is the number of the emperor. I've said this a lot on the channel, but I'll repeat it because it's exciting. You know, this is the new year we're going into. 4 is the number of the emperor. It's a number of Taurus. It's all about stabilizing. It's about masculine energy and the positive, right? So we have feminine energy in the positive, which is the Empress, number 3, and we have masculine energy in the positive, which is the Emperor tarot card, number 4. It's about wealth building. It's about stabilizing. It's about how are you going to plan your life and be patient to take the right steps intellectually to get where you have to go. It's not really about being in your emotions. It's about being within your mind and the positive and the intellect, yang energy. So if that's the energy we're going into this year, a lot of people are going to focus even more than normal on work, according to that 2020 number 4 vibration. Okay? Because of that, you may find that your love life falls by the wayside because career takes even more of a priority than normal. Either that, or you're going to find that your relationships settle into a routine this year, tends to be more predictable. You know, it's not really that exciting, but it becomes comfortable, because 4 is also the number of stability and comfortability. So it could be one or the other. It's either career is going to take precedence, or you're going to get into a comfortable routine and be okay with it. So that's what I would say generally is going to happen in your love life until the next year. That's the energy influencing our lives. Kelly, my love life is the one place I am happy with. I think that's what it said. It's disappearing because the messages go on and off when I do it this way on my phone. But that's good. Usually people at least, and I hope we all do, have one aspect of our lives at least that is very stable, whatever that may be. People who have it all together, I mean, they're very lucky, but a lot of times it's one aspect or two aspects of our lives that's very stable. So, yeah. Sorry about the noise in the background. I don't pick the best places all the time to do lives when I do them outside, and it's actually nice enough out to sit outside. Because now, like, nothing is cold to me since I went up to Chicago again. Like, nothing is cold to me anymore. I was there for, I should have taken videos when I was up there for you guys. I was just doing pre-recordeds in the room when I was there, but I was there for like a week and a half, or no, like 2 weeks, a little while ago, actually. I don't always share everywhere I go. So anyways, does anybody else want to ask something, or I just wanted to come and check in here real quick. I'm just looking at the time. Kelly Novak, I don't even want to leave the house. I've been so depressed lately. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, that can be difficult, especially in colder parts of the, or if you're in a different country that's cold right now, or in a part of the United States that's cold right now. But when it's cold and dark out, a lot of times people can get, you know, the seasonal depression because they're inside all the time. So, you know, I know it's hard to tell somebody who's going through that to just go outside, but try to, even if it's going on lives here and reaching out, you definitely can talk to anybody on here and, you know, just for conversational, you know, some company, or, you know, they have meetup groups you can go to. You can do painting classes where you have a glass of wine while you paint. There's different things you can do. I definitely recommend Meetup. If you're anywhere near any city, you can go to meetups. But certainly if you're feeling symptoms of depression and they are severe where you want to self-harm or anything associated with that, definitely call your local suicide hotline though. But if it's mild symptoms, then, you know, there are other coping mechanisms as well if they're just mild feelings of sadness without any ideations. So, all right, so I think I'm going to get off here unless somebody has something else to add. I can't see the comments. It's not, oh, here, hold on, let me see. It's not really, okay, there we go, now I can see it. Hi, April, thanks for coming. Thanks, Anya, thanks, Kelly, thanks both Kellys, because there's two, Kelly Novak, Kelly Pond. Thanks, April, for coming. Anybody I missed, thank you for coming, I appreciate you. It's harder to see the comments when I'm on my cell phone doing this. So, I think I'm going to get off of here soon. Thanks so much. You would think I'm in a city with the noise right here. I'm not in the city right now, and this is crazy. It's so noisy down here. Happy holidays, Ann. Happy New Year. I'm so excited. I don't really make resolutions for the new year. I just kind of do affirmations whenever I feel like after the new year. What about you guys? Do you do anything for the new year? Or maybe I'll do like an affirmation thing or an intention thing with you guys for the new year. I don't really do that. That actually, I have to scratch that. I don't do resolutions, but I do affirmations and intentions on the new year. I do that pretty much every year around the 1st or the 2nd. So I can put that on the channel if you want to see. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas and you got what you wanted. Yeah, resolutions put too much pressure, I think. Affirmations and incantations and intentions, I feel like, are more active, like you're taking a part and doing it, and it's something I do anyway, so, but resolutions almost say like, to me, they almost sound like they're saying, okay, I did this before and I have to stop doing it, and they sound negative to me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel myself wanting many material things, which is unusual for me. I agree with that, Kelly, in the sense that I don't want material things, but there's certain things I do want in my life though still. But yeah, material things, there's not really much I want for. Although I am a Virgo Libra cusp, so I like my things, but I don't, but I don't really want for them that much right now. It was still fun watching my kids opening gifts this year. Oh, Well, that's, yeah, I mean, I think of Christmas as more of a kid's holiday, yeah. That's why I'm probably more of a New Year's Halloween person. But, yeah, that's cute. So does anybody else have anything to, let me try to see if I can read. I do intentions, not resolutions. April, glad to see you. Cheryl, nice to see you too. How do you get over someone where things never really took off? And Isa or Isla? I'm sorry, I can't see what your name said because it faded out too quickly. When I looked at my screen on my phone, it's harder to check the messages on here than on my laptop. Um, well, how do you get over somebody that you never really, let's see. My advice is always like, honestly, like go out there and start socializing again. That's what the advice is. Start socializing again. Meet new people. That doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you have to like jump into it with somebody and like do stuff right away. It just means like talk to people, because it gets your mind off of things. And maybe if you can afford it, go on a trip. I think that's a good suggestion too. I'm looking forward to 2022, Kelly, but I feel like time is going by really fast. Like really fast. It seems like it's speeding up for some reason. And I don't think that's because I'm getting, well, maybe it is because I'm getting older. I mean, do you feel like anybody who's in their 30s or past their 30s, do you feel like your time goes by faster in your 30s or it started to when you were around that age? Does anybody feel that way? Because I'm starting to notice that the past 2 years. I'm hoping to start my own business this year, Kelly Novak. Well, definitely. I would say definitely keep at least a part-time job and definitely go for it if you can. I know certain businesses cost like a money investment. Other ones you can pretty much start for free, depending what kind of service or product you're offering. So definitely go for it. And it's never too late to do it. They have stories, they have a book about all these people who are famous or who accomplished something in their life and they started it after 40 years old. So you're never too old. I started doing my thing. I've always done cards for like the past, I think it's been almost 12 years now. I always say 10 years, but now it's been about 12 years I've actually been actively doing it. But I didn't really start to put a effort into it until like 3 years ago. So, and that was in my 30s. Well, I'm still in my 30s, but it was in my earlier 30s. So, you're never too old. It sounds corny, but you can always try something. People do it as old as like 40, 50, whatever. Not that I think those ages are old. Eccentricity, I didn't really learn. I hate to say, I don't want to be a pain in the ass and say, well, I didn't learn them. It's just a gift, but it is kind of a gift. Of course, I studied the meanings of them to an extent. I watched a lot of, when I was first starting doing videos, I would watch other videos and just like, because I like them for myself, I watch videos for advice too. There are certain readers on YouTube that are very successful that have been on YouTube for years, like much longer than me, who blew up after a few years, that I've watched for a while now. So I appreciate other readers, and I I kind of so for the way I approach doing videos, sometimes I've watched other readers long enough to know how to approach YouTube when I did YouTube. But as far as learning the card meanings, I used to go to Barnes and Noble like pretty much like every week, at least 3 times a day, and I would look into the. Let me just see what time it is. Okay, I would look into the. Okay, I had to check something. Sorry. I would look into the New Age section, and that's like my library. Because, like the libraries in New York, and I've lived in New York for over 8 years. The libraries in New York are full of like a bunch of insane people. And I'm not trying to be mean, but they are. And they also don't have as like up to date selections of New Age stuff as much as like the bookstore does. So I would always buy like a coffee and a snack or something at the bookstore. So I'm paying for something. I'm not just a bum. And I would go and get something and I would read books, and it became my library. And I read so many books about the New Age. I'm a Virgo. We love to read. Aquarius is like to too, and that's my moon. So any Aquariuses and Virgos watching know this. We both love to read. So I would read all these books, and then I happened to run across tarot books. And I already was playing with tarot cards for years before I started reading about it. Then I just looked at it more to enhance my understanding of the meanings. So I combined my own personal interpretation and intuition on the meanings when I bought my own deck before that. Then I went to the bookstore and read the actual written definitions of the cards and combined it together, kind of. So it's intuitive, and it is based on reading, but also a lot of it is my own intuition. Because when you're doing cards eccentricity, to answer your question, you have to be able to have some level of intuition with it, because if you're just going to go by book definitions, each person's question, depending on their personal situation in life, is going to be different according to how the cards are going to answer it. So it's based on intellectual knowledge, but it's also based on what you're feeling in the moment too. So well, when I think of books to recommend, tarot doesn't really come to mind, because again, tarot, that's not how I learned most of it. It was kind of like slight skimming for tarot, but to be honest with you, I really didn't read that much about tarot. I would refer to it sometimes, but most of the time it was just my intuition and the guidebooks that came with the cards, not any other books. So it's just whatever decks you resonate with, you could get. You could start learning and teaching yourself and looking at the cards and seeing what you feel when you see them. If you guys want, I can start doing private live sessions of like how to read cards. If you want to start doing something like that, I can offer that as a service. I'm not really sure how many people want to do that. I had a pre-recorded video, and some people ordered it, but I don't know if it was pre-recorded. They didn't really want that. I sold more readings and stuff like that and life coaching. But if you want to do a live session where I sit there and talk about tarot reading to you, like a private live session where, it's like a service I provide on my website, I can do that. But yeah, I don't really have books to recommend on how to read the tarot, because I just kind of like learned it and taught myself. But as far as the card meanings go, just get any tarot card you resonate with and look in a guidebook and just skim through that and then see what you feel when you look at them. And also, for spiritual books, if you're asking about spiritual books, not just tarot cards, what I would recommend is I would recommend The Unethered Soul. I forgot the author, but it's called The Unethered Soul. And also You Are Here by Thich Nhat Hanh. And also Earth Angels by Doreen Virtue. She became a born-again Christian, but I like her work that she did before that, before she started telling everybody they're going to hell. Because that's what she's doing now, in my opinion. Not fact, just my opinion about what she's doing. And let me try to think. Besides that, Earth Angels, Doreen Virtue. I've read so many books and skimmed them all, I can't even hardly remember all of them. There are just so many. It becomes a blur. It's like when you watch so many movies, you forget which ones are your favorite. But yeah, so those are Unethered Soul, You Are Here, and Earth Angels. Those are the three ones I can think of. Oh, and anything by Sanaya Roman. So Sanaya Roman, Sanaya, and then her last name is Roman, like Roman Empire. And she writes really good books, like channeled messages. So that's all, yeah. My favorite deck, Angie, my favorite deck for card interpretations is anything that is very literally taken off of Rider-Waite, because I think it's the best deck for interpretations that are going to fit with most people's questions. It really is. So anything that looks very similar to Rider-Waite, it doesn't have to be Rider-Waite specifically, but whatever has similar symbolism that's very, very much the same. I also am a big fan of, what the heck is the name of the deck? How am I not remembering this? This is bad. I can't remember the deck because there's so many that I have. I've only been using a few lately, though. because I resonate with them, and then I just use them for a while, and then I trade them with another deck. So Rider Waite, I definitely recommend anything built upon that deck. But also, oh, I like the Sacred Earth Oracle. That's not a tarot deck, but it's an oracle. I got it from Salem. It's not only in Salem, though. You can order it on Amazon. It's called the Sacred Earth Oracle. Tony Carmine Salerno is one of my favorite authors of oracle decks. The messages are really nice and spiritual and cohesive and understandable. They just resonate with me. The Magdalene, another one by Tony Carmine Salerno. That's a good one too. There's one that I've been wanting to order on Amazon that I haven't gotten yet. I forget the name of it, but I'll probably comment on it below, or when I get it, I'll show it on the channel. It's really beautiful. It has spiritual images that kind of look like they could be from the show The Witcher or Stardust or Game of Thrones or something like that. They're fantasy images. I forgot the name of it, but when I get it, I'll show it on the channel. I'm gonna order it soon. I love that one. That's probably gonna be my new favorite one. But yeah, so that's all I can think of for now to tell you guys. So I'm going to get off of here. So thanks for coming. I appreciate all you guys for coming. And I'll talk to you later. And yeah, if I missed any comments or questions, I'm sorry, but it's hard on this because they disappear and reappear on the phone. All right, thanks guys. Happy New Year. I'll be on here probably tomorrow, but I don't want to promise. I'll probably do a pre-recorded pick a number video or pick a deck video. All right, bye guys.